Joy here. Are you ready for a sewing channel video? I'm back on my sewing quilting channel, but just for a quick hello and explanation. Now let me take a sip of my brand new cuppa. We just got through church. It was so good today. It was on communication. Communication between a husband and a wife, and why so many marriages fail, because they don't communicate with each other. So very, very, very good. So I'm excited about that, because my husband and I have listened to those types of things for years. I've read books on that for years, and we actually have amazing communication. And I know that's why we stay so in love. I guess I'll just say it that way, huh? Okay, we're working on the nightgown challenge. I don't know that I should even call it a challenge. The nightgown game. How about the lounge gown game? The lounge gown. I don't want it to be a challenge. I don't want it to be a contest. The lounge gown. The lounge gown what? I got it. The lounge gown sew-along. It's going to start pretty soon, July 5. So you should have your pattern, you should have your fabric, and you should have some idea of how you want to embellish it. I have made a video. I made a video, it had 11 clips in it. And of course, you know, we were gone all last week because of all those issues with our coach, and I'll update you on that in a minute. But before I left, I did a long 2-day video for you, and it had 11 clips in it. So I thought, oh, I better download those 11 clips and get this ready. So I worked on that yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday, June 26th. So I put the 11 clips on my computer so I could use my Adobe Premiere video software to get it ready to upload to YouTube. And the same thing happened that always happens. Let me take a sip of my brand new cuppa. Church was so good this morning, I didn't even drink any coffee. I was just like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, I agree. Clap, clap, clap. Standing ovations. The whole church was so excited. So anyway, lounge gown sew-along. I am using a dolman sleeve pattern by Fit Nice Systems. Mine is practically worn out. You know, it'd be a good idea to take these to a coffee shop and get them, a coffee shop, and get them laminated, and then they would last so much longer. So this is the easiest pattern in the whole wide world that you'll ever get. Well, don't you use SureFit Designs anymore, Joy? Yes! I love SureFit Designs. SureFit Designs has darts. Fit Nice System has no darts. Nobody cares except me. I'm the only one who cares. It's a front and a back. The front and the back are exactly the same except for the neckline. So it's just one drawing there. And you just put a lower neckline on the front than the back. It's that simple. You can make it sleeveless or with sleeves. There's your sleeve right there. The pattern is on sale right now. I think she's giving you 20% off with the discount code JOY. Capital J, capital O, capital Y. It has to be all caps. And I think she said 20% off of anything you order. I need to go back and check that. Go back and check my last video. I believe she said 20% off of anything you order, plus free shipping. Hello! That's wonderful! Take advantage while you can. The back has the dolman sleeve and a facing and 4 different necklines. So you look at this and you think, well, is that worth $35? That's not all you get. You get access to a whole bunch of different things with it. She gives you this special website that you can go to, and then she gives you tons and tons of directions on how to sew it, how to change it, how to do it with sleeves, without sleeves. All the different things come with that pattern. And 20% off is a great offer. It really is. I've never even seen her do that before. And I'm talking about Judy Kessinger. Now let me tell you something else. If you're sitting at home and you just want to be with some other ladies and just have a fun hour or two, her Fit Nice clinics are $5. I think if it's a really intense one, it's $15. They are fun, fun, fun. You can talk, you can show your face, not show your face. You can ask questions. She'll answer any questions you have. And it's just so much fun. I really like Judy. Okay, so that's what I'm using for my nightgown. All the nightgowns I showed you were made using this pattern. If you just now found me and you have no idea what I'm talking about, go back a few of my videos, just click up there on videos, and it will tell you something about the lounge gown or the nightgown challenge, and you can listen to those, and then you'll know what I'm talking about, okay? We're going to make nightgowns. We're going to embellish them. We're going to have 7 days to do it. So, what my video that I'm working on to show you is about is how I took her pattern, Fit Nice system with no darts, and I did an FBA in it. Here's a dart here that I started with. I was showing you how you could move a dart. You'll see all this on my video when I get it up in a little while. I've decided I don't want the dart up here because of the dolman sleeve, and it's going to have fullness up here anyway because of that. So I am going to close the bust dart and move my fullness down into the bottom, and then I'm going to narrow it at the sides to make up for all the extra. I don't know how this works. Some rocket scientist soul lady is going to have to tell you because it isn't me. But somehow, and I learned this from Peggy Sagers, you can move the dart down into the bottom. It's going to open up super, super wide. But then you can just cut it off at the side seam and put it back where it was to start with. And that dart stays there. How is that even possible? I have no idea, but I'm going to show it to you. Probably not in the first video I'm getting ready to put up later today, but in the second one I will show you how I move the dart and how I add the dolman sleeve, alright? I promise you I'll have videos when I can get my mouth untwisted. Oh, and I was going to tell you about the coach. Our coach. We have a Bay Star Sport. It's like a little bitty coach. You all have seen it. I adore it. But when we were down there at that Louisville National Indoor RV place last week, the air conditioner wasn't working, the refrigerator wasn't working. I mean, they were working, but it was 89 degrees in the coach. The air conditioner wasn't cooling it off. The refrigerator wasn't getting cold. The milk was warm. The water was warm. It made no sense. So we thought, great, the air conditioner's broken, the refrigerator doesn't work. They broke the radio, as you know. So we've got to get a new radio. That's $1,000, and we know they broke it. But there's, how dare you? How are you saying we broke it? Well, it worked when we got here. So anyhow, they're not going to fix the radio. They say they didn't do it. But it was a very stressful week. So when we got home, I told Jerry, that's it. We're getting rid of this coach. I want a new coach. I want a washer and I want a dryer. I want a full-size refrigerator. I want to be able to get my sewing machine in there. I've had it with this coach. So we looked for one. And I prayed, Lord, help us find just the right coach. So I just texted, or I called down there at that place we had just been. They sell coaches. And I said, are there any 37-foot coaches that you know of? New ones. We're interested in buying a little longer RV. The little girl there, her name was Stephanie, said, yes, there's 2 of them. There's one here that was 40 foot long. I asked for 37. There was one that was 37 feet long. It's in Nashville. It's the same brand, Newmar. It was called a Country Star, and it was a 2021. It was the only one that we knew about, and it's for sale in Nashville. So we were like, oh, yippee, this is just what we want today. And it had the washer and dryer, and it had, of course, more counter space, and of course had a great big table where I could put a sewing machine. We were like, yippee, yippee, yippee. So then we were getting ready to drive to Nashville to get this thing. And I started getting a bad feeling about it. I started getting a bad feeling yesterday, and I said, Jerry, this doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. And so I prayed. I said, Lord, show us. If we're making a mistake here and we shouldn't be doing this, please show us before we go up there and make a huge mistake. Yesterday afternoon, I sat down on my Joy couch. Jerry was outside doing something. And I looked up 2021 Country Star reviews. Now, we had already looked at a whole bunch of Country Star videos, but this time I put review. And this video came up from a YouTube channel called G2G, like good to go, G2G RV. And it said something about Newmar saga continuing. We watched it. It was the exact same coach we're getting ready to go up there and buy. Exact. Oh my heavens. It had more things wrong with it. They bought it brand spanking new. They'd owned it about 6 months. Y'all, it had so many problems. They opened up the couch that's supposed to turn into a bed. The frame broke on it. The leather on top of the couch had a big cut in it where somebody had cut it with a knife or a blade. And they just left it that way. Some hoses came disconnected. The bed, when the air conditioner was on, the bed shook. There were so many things. I don't think I can even remember all of them. And then they would send people out to fix it. But nobody knew what they were doing, and nobody knew how to fix it. Nobody was properly trained. Everybody was new. It's a problem everywhere. And the text would come, well, we've worked on what are those great big trucks? 18-wheelers, semi-trucks, but we don't really know what to do with these. And a lot of places say they'll work on the big trucks, but they won't work on the RVs. And so they had so much. It was the cutest little family. Darling little wife. She's about 90 pounds and has hair to her waist. She's got this little itty bitty dog. They've got a little girl. And they had nothing but problems. Brand spanking new. One day, the wall fell down. It was the column, the trim on the side of the wall from ceiling to floor. It just fell. If the woman had been sitting in the couch, it would have hit her. Unbelievable. And it was just thing after thing after thing after thing in a brand new RV. The exact same one, probably built just one in the line ahead of ours. It would have been the same, built the same time, same place. They're all built in the same place. That was it, Jerry, and I said, forget it, we're not getting this. It's over with. And plus, I'm crazy about the one we've got sitting outside. And since we got it home, it is so freezing in there. We keep the air conditioner on 76. 76. It is so cold in there. You open the door and it's, ah! The refrigerator is so cold. So it's colder than the one we have here in the house. The water is very, very cold. The milk is very, very cold. Everything works perfect. So even that was because we were down there and evidently their plugins or whatever weren't working good enough. So everything works great. Everything. We don't want to trade perfect. Looks brand new even though it isn't brand new, but everything in it is fixed. We've added things, spent lots of money doing different things to it to make it safer. And I said, Jerry, I love this thing so much. We sit in it every single night. We sat in it last night. I said, why on earth are we getting rid of something? Well, you said you wanted a sewing machine. You said you wanted to wash your dryer. I said, you know what? I've probably got enough underwear to last a month. So do you. I said, we'll take more underwear. I said, if we run out of t-shirts, we'll go to Walmart and buy some more. And I said, insofar as sewing, I will take hand sewing. I will either take my crochet or I will take a quilt, like my new quilt, my mystery quilt. I'll get the binding all sewn on the front, ready to turn around to the back, and I'll sit in the coach and hand sew the binding on the back. I can do that without a sewing machine. All I need is needle and thread, Fred. Yes. So I'm a happy, happy girl again. I was just so depressed when we first got, well, I wasn't depressed, but I was just, you know, sad that, you know, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, but it wasn't the coach, it was that place we had the coach. So that's all taken care of. Just in case you wanted to know. TMI, I'm sure. So, look for another video. If not today, I'll have it up tomorrow. And then one after that. And then next week, July 5th, we're going to start making nightgowns with embellishments. Oh, I just cannot wait to see what everybody comes up with. I think I'll put an RV on mine. Hey, you watch. I'll see you soon.